Hey everyone, this is Philipp, and this is the best of the week for the Everyday Fighter podcast.
For me, I think it was more difficult to transition from fighting to life than it was from wrestling to fighting. Because I'm older, I have more responsibilities. I have more of what I thought I would be like, my life would be when I'm 37. I certainly didn't expect to still be building something. I thought I would be on my way in whatever I was doing. So when I stopped fighting, I mean, it was lonely, just isolated. When you're 23 and you've done wrestling and then you get to a job, there's a lot of other 23-year-olds, your friend, that feel how you feel. Mm. When I'm 33, coming out of having been a professional fighter, not many people you can talk to, not many people that are experiencing that in your circle. And that was super difficult and very lonely. And one of, I think, the worst times of my life is just that loneliness that I felt, and I just put all this work into something, and now I'm left with a lot of memories and good times. But I still got to freaking start from ground zero, basically.
There are some things that people think that they can get doing only one thing. For example, working the heavy bag. I think, okay, well, I do all these combos, I get my workout all through the heavy bag, and that's what I use as my tool. And, if that's what they've got available to them, it is what it is. But it's not giving you everything that you need. You're not getting fully the experience of that technique by just hitting a heavy bag. There's some things you can only get when somebody holds the mitts for you. There's some things that you can only get when you are just drilling, shadow boxing, over and over and over and over again. There's some things that you can only get when you add a bit more emotion to it, when there are more stakes. So whether that's competition, whether that's something that you kind of imagine a scenario for yourself, like, some reality-based training, they'll give you certain scenarios, like you have to protect somebody or something. I mean, there's a bit of a spike there in your adrenaline, in the stress emotionally and mentally. You're not necessarily going to get that by just staying on, say, a heavy bag. You can't get that when someone's just necessarily just holding pads for you. There has to be something else. There's some things you can only get through real life, possibly traumatic experience. So think about that when you are training and ask yourself, are there other ways that I'd be able to apply this technique, this concept, and change things up a bit so that I'd be able to get even more of an experience out of this, to add more dimensions to it so that I can get more mentally, physically, emotionally out of this particular technique as I train it, as I experience it, so that I can use it to my biggest advantage.